Hey everyone, my name is AlShort94 and welcome yourselves back to GM Mode in 2021. Today we are going to be booking the next 3 Smackdowns and Judgment Day, our first brand only pay-per-view. Now, if we look at the ratings and stuff, we're not doing that great. Reports, fan support, we're not doing that great, alright? We've lost nearly 1 million fans and all is not looking well. However, I have found out though that if I go to my roster, look at how happy and content everyone is. Every single person on my roster is being taken care of, alright? Phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. So what we now need to do is start booking up, and we need to start really thinking about our cards for the pay-per-view. So Kurt Angle is currently champion. I'm actually going to have Kurt Angle and Booker T open up the show, because we gave them a week off. We want them back on it, and a single matchup should suffice. Then match 2. Do we do triple threat? No, let's not do triple threat. I haven't got enough people to warrant a triple threat match. Match type. Might just do another single between Joy Giovanni and Christy Hemme, because I need to try and bump up their popularity somehow in that matchup. Then I kind of need to do a pay-per-view hype, because that's what we're going to be doing, and we're also going to be slandering or interfere. Do we interfere? Let's interfere on the pay. Oh yes, we could do Christian. Christian's looking the most likely. Or Undertaker. But then I'm going to kill off the rivalry then. Let's do Christian. I don't think he's in any form of rivalry. I don't think. Wow, they don't like those two now. What the hell? Okay, so Christian's not in any form of rivalry. Yeah, that's fine. That is fine. Okay, so we're going to have to now swap out and change up some rivalries. So why don't we then singles match? Do we do? Or do we do singles? Let's do singles. I actually want to bring in Daivari into the mix, and he's going to go against Scotty 2 Hotty, who I think now is the Cruiserweight champion. So that is going to be lovely. Introduce him now into the mix to give Charlie Haas some time away. Main event. We're going to need to have that as a Hell in a Cell match. Armageddon Hell in a Cell. Oh no, we're not having that. We're not having that. No. And that's going to be Undertaker. How do I know what they are into and what they're not? How do I know what their match speciality is? Finish a situation. How do I know? I mean, sure. Booker T. I mean, I'm not going to know. Apparently, there's no way of me knowing what their specialities are. But hey, I know that Undertaker must be a Hell in a Cell expert. He must be. If he's not, then that's shocking. There's got to be a way that I can know. Right? There's got to be something. Reports. Taz's reports. Locker room? No. That's not what I want. That's not what I want either. News? No, don't want that either. Don't want to. Okay, maybe there isn't. Well, no, there must be a way, but I can't find it. So that's. I don't want Booker T. I want Shelton Benjamin. Very sorry, Shelton Benjamin. Excellent. So Joy Giovanni, Christy... They don't like that rivalry though, do they? Oh no, hasn't started yet. Fine. That's okay. That's going to end pretty abruptly. Lita versus Michelle McCool. We need to work out why people aren't enjoying that. I might try it for one more week. And we'll put them before the main event. Can they do a backstage brawl? Or not? No. So it'll just be a normal singles then. Fine. Lita, Michelle. Cool. Okay. That'll be good. And then... what do we have in here then? Because I feel like... it probably should be a tag thing, but... can't have Christian go because he's going to go and cause some trouble. That could be interesting. Yeah, sure. Why don't we have a triple threat for a change? And... yeah, that's actually fine. So, we have got Joy Giovanni versus Christy Hemme, Kurt Angle versus Booker T, pay-per-view hype-up, which we need to do every week, Daivari versus Scotty 2 Hottie. I don't want that for the title, don't think. Ric Flair, Hurricane and Edge are going to go in a triple threat match. Do I change that to a 4-way? Let me change this up to a 4-way. You know what? Fatal 4-way. And change that. Because we could have Ric Flair and Edge with William Regal and Tajiri to try and see. Maybe we can break off them. Maybe we need to like break off a tag team or something. That would be good. Okay. So let's ready that. Let's go. Simulate all. Let's go. Booker T beats Kurt Angle. Joy Giovanni beats Christy Hemme in their matchup. Daivari on his debut match. Scotty Hottie. That could be a title matchup, maybe at the pay-per-view, maybe. Ric Flair, William Regal won in that matchup. Amazing. Incredible. Lita beat Michelle McCool. And Undertaker ends up beating Shelton Benjamin in a Hell in a Cell matchup. No fans... I interfered and no fans were changed. Oh, man. All that work for... man. Okay. So he signed a free agent and he won in his debut matchup. That is excellent news. Usually SmackDown Superstars appear on Smackdown and Raw, appear on Raw. That was not the case this past week as Christian showed up on Raw. This superstar sprinted into the arena during a match and started to pick a fight with one of the show's superstars. This may just be the spark that will ignite the fire. Ooh. Okay, yeah. So after all that... right. Okay. So actually, do you know what? Let's hype up our pay-per-view and we are going to slander them now. Let's slander them. It could backfire, but hey. What could be the worst that could happen with that? Main event, I actually want... I want this to be a ladder match. And we're going to have Daivari and Scotty 2 Hottie. Daivari, Scotty 2 Hottie. Where are you at? There you are. And that's going to be for the Cruiserweight title. Yeah, that sounds pretty good. Then, match 1. We're then going to have a tag match. Well, because why not? A normal elimination tag. And we're going to repair William Regal and Tajiri on the basis that Edge and Ric Flair. Yeah, that would be good for the tag titles again. Because if William and Tajiri lose, we could probably break up that tag team and put them into one-on-one action and maybe get that rivalry on the go. Let's just double check back in on these rivalries. Actually, that's a tick, that's still down. That's a tick, that's good. Okay, we can maybe lift up their status as well with the WWE. That's good. But they don't like Lita and they don't like Michelle McCool. So that might be a binning off of that rivalry then, potentially. I do, though, want to bring back Christian. What do I want to do, though? Let's do a photo forward for the women. Seems to work well, I think, somewhat. So let's do Michelle McCool, let's do Christy Hemme, let's do Lita, and let's do Joy Giovanni. So they're all then in the same ring, and hopefully some of that rivalry should rub off in this Fatal 4-Way, I'm going to say. Then we have the pay-per-view hype up. Then, main events for the Cruiserweight titles. Okay. I probably then want to bring out backstage brawl, bar brawl with Undertaker and Shawn Benjamin. Because I think I want them to go at it at the pay-per-view. That should be pretty cool. Singles action. Now, who do we have left that we haven't used yet? The Hurricane hasn't been used. Kurt Angle hasn't been used. Oh, Kurt Angle Booker T needs to be used then. We need to book them in. Okay. Let's have them before the main event. No, mid-card. Booker T. Kurt Angle. Yeah, that would be nice. No, thank you. Then, what do we have in here then? Do we bring back Charlie Haas? Charlie Haas. Who do we have left? Hurricane and Christian, right? Yeah. We're going to bring back Charlie Haas in this matchup. Yep. Okay, that's a pretty good card. Let's ready that up. Yep. Okay, Simulate All. So, there we are. William Regal and Tajiri retain that championship. Actually then, let's break up Edge and Ric Flair next time round. We're going to have them in a singles matchup. And that could be good for the pay-per-view, actually. Christy Hemme won in that matchup between Lita, Michelle McCool and Joy Giovanni. Shawn Benjamin beat The Undertaker in that bar brawl. Booker T beat Kurt Angle. The Hurricane beat Christian and Charlie Haas. Interesting matchup there. And then Scotty 2 Hotty retaining the championship against Daivari in that ladder matchup. Fan change. Smackdown! Yeah! 70,000. The comeback of dreams is on. Okay, so we have and still champion there. We're going to have Ric Flair and Edge implode that tag team. And we're going to have them in a rivalry matchup. They should take care of that. Triple H, Randy Orton becomes new champion. SmackDown's GM went on record and guaranteed a better show than Raw this week. The Raw fans tuned to SmackDown to check out the hype. It was quite a convincing speech that the general manager gave. It was hard to argue with the fans that were presented. Yeah, it's in there. 1.5 stars for Raw, and SmackDown 2 stars. Okay, well, it's something, alright? It is something. Let me just save this because this is a good week. We get fans finally back from Raw. Finally. So that's a save. Excellent. Right. So now we can have a look and we can take a look at the SmackDown results. Look at that. Backstage brawl. 4-star matchup between Undertaker and Shawn Benjamin. What a great matchup. That needs work, but that's okay. That's 1.5. Booker T and Kurt Angle still pretty good. Okay. Cool. So we're going to book the SmackDown before the pay-per-view. First match. We're going to have First Blood between Edge and Ric Flair. That's because we now want them to go their separate ways. That's it now. They're not going for any tag titles anytime soon. We're then going to have I'll just check the rivalries out real quick. Let's just double check that's still on the cards. That's looking really good. That's looking really good. They really don't like Lita and Michelle McCool. They like that. They like that. So we're going to have to drop. That's got to go now. That's got to be cut. Okay. Main event. It's going to be a normal singles match between Undertaker and Shelton Benjamin. That's going to be the crux of the pay-per-view, I think. Especially as it's Judgment Day, it's got to be main event. Mid-card then, I actually want this to be a... Do we have the stats? Let's do a tables match between Kurt Angle and Booker T. And we are going to put the World Championship on the line as well, so we can have that rematch at the pay-per-view. I don't want to interfere with the brand again because we've already beaten them. What we need is pay-per-view hype. And then main event hype for that other one. That would be good. Match 4. What do we do here then? Joy Giovanni and Christy Hemme getting some ground there, so that's looking good. We're going to have that there, especially as we need to get Joy Giovanni's rating up in the WWE as well, because then we might be able to trade her at some point for a Cruiserweight from Raw, maybe. So we've got Edge and Ric Flair, Kurt Angle and Booker T, Christy Hemme, Joy Giovanni, main event hype, and then that's good. Okay. So we now need... So we need Tajiri and William Regal. So who do we have? We're going to have Daivari. We're going to have Hurricane, I think. Yeah. Yeah, that's good, I think. And then, what do we have now? So who do we have that's remaining? I don't want to put Lita. I think we're going to give Lita and Michelle McCool a week away. Charlie Haas and Christian still there. We could... And Scotty 2 Hottie as well. So I might put Christian in against Charlie Haas with a minor injury. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. For that, yeah, do you know what? We'll have it for that title as well. Simulate all. Ric Flair beat Edge in their first blood match, and that is going to really kick things off for the pay-per-view, I think. Hurricane and Cosro to Daivari beating Tajiri and William Regal. That will be a tag title matchup. Kurt Angle beats Booker T and I think retains the World Heavyweight Championship. Christy Hemme beat Joy Giovanni. Christian beat Charlie Haas. And Undertaker beat Shelton Benjamin. Judgment Day is coming up. Fan change to Smackdown. Woo-hoo-hoo! 50,000. Okay, we're getting there slowly. That is looking very, very nice. Do you know what then? Let's start booking this pay-per-view. This is our pay-per-view. This has got to be pretty stacked. We're going to have the women open up the match. Sorry, the card even. Christy Hemme and Joy Giovanni. Let's bump up their popularity. Let's get that underway. Match 2 then. Tag. Elimination tag. Captain for no on that. Tornado tag. And this will be now William Regal, Tajiri, and they are going to go against Daivari and the Hurricane. Oh yeah. That will be good. And that's going to be for the tag titles, obviously. Main event, we've got to have Undertaker in there. So let's have main event. Oh, what do we have now then? Steel cage? Steel cage. Let's do steel cage. Singles, steel cage between the Undertaker, Shelton Benjamin. Not Shelton Benjamin. Yeah, Shelton Benjamin. Lovely. That's the main event. Lovely. Then I want to have the United States Championship on the line. Do we put it into a handicap? Don't think I want to. Charlie Haas and Christian. Boop. United States title. Excellent. Then we need to have main event again. Backstage brawl. Parking lot brawl. We're going to have Ric Flair go at it with Edge. Because that will be very nice. And then we're going to have that world title matchup as a TLC match. And we're going to have Booker T, Kurt Angle, boop. Look at that. Look at that. Okay, so Joy Giovanni and Chris Hemi are going to kick things off. We have William Regal and Tajiri against Daivari and the Hurricane for the WWE Tag Team titles. We're going to have Charlie Haas versus Christian for the United States Championship. We're going to have Ric Flair versus Edge in a backstage brawl. The World Heavyweight Championship is going to go on the line. And then Undertaker and Shelton Benjamin are going to go at it as well. We're not putting up the Cruiserweight Championships on the line in this particular instance, but we are going to put them up on the next Smackdown that we have after the pay-per-view. Simulate all? Yes. So Joy Giovanni beats Christy Hemme. Daivari and the Hurricane are your new tag team champions. Charlie Haas is your new US champion. Ric Flair beats Edge in a parking lot brawl. Kurt Angle retains as the World Heavyweight Champion, and Shelton Benjamin beat the Undertaker in a steel cage match. Surely fan change is going to be big, right? Come on. Oh! 900,000. That's looking tasty. That is looking tasty. 3.5 stars. Unbelievable. Oh, but a serious injury. 12 weeks sidelined. Broken leg. So although Shelton Benjamin beat The Undertaker essentially... Oh my... Wow, he pulled out all of the stops. Holy moly. Okay. So, you ready for this? That's looking tasty. Look at that. It's closed up and now we're overtaking Raw. It took us some time. But you know what? We're there now. Alright? Look at that. Closed up and we're now beating Raw in the ratings. Phenomenal. Pay-per-view results. That is a nicely built card, you know. That's a nicely built card. Look at that. The steady increase and then 2 super hard hitting matches there. The crowd want to see. I want to see. You hopefully will want to see it as well. But that is looking very tasty. I do definitely still want to get Joy Giovanni and Christy Hemme up. So we need to think of some ingenious ways of getting their rivalry up and the support for Giovanni up as well. Edge is unsatisfied apparently. That's interesting. Ric Flair's happy. So Edge clearly doesn't want to be going against Ric Flair. He clearly wants to be in that world title picture. So maybe we need to start incorporating them in. Booker T is fairly fatigued though, as is Kurt Angle. They're really fatigued. Rivalries, that's super. That's actually doing decent. They don't want to see that anymore. Okay, let's swap around the women then. So we might have to swap around. Maybe we have Joy Giovanni and Lita in there to bump up Joy Giovanni. Okay, but I'm really happy with those three. That one, not so much, but that's okay. Free agency pool. I kind of don't want to have any more people in for now. We also need to find out how do I know what their specialities are. I'm going to have to find that out in the next episode, unfortunately. But for now, let's end it right about here. So thanks to people who have watched this. If you saw them, hit that like button down below. Of course, you can subscribe for more content like this. And of course, I'll see you next time.